water cycle.
I know that all of you know what water cycle is, but we will discuss it in a simple way.
So let's go ahead and get started.
What is a water cycle? It's a simple explanation of it. The earth has a limited amount of water. The water keeps going around and around and around and around, and well, you get the idea. In what we call the water cycle is technically called the hydrological cycle, and hydrology is the study of water in the atmosphere.
It also describes how water evaporates from the surface of the earth, rises into the atmosphere, cools and condenses in rain or snow in clouds, and falls again to the surface as precipitation.
What do you think makes rain? You might think that the sun gets too hot so it's bursts open, or maybe the earth gets too hot and it needs nutrients so the clouds give it to them. But the different steps of the water cycle make the rain. Rain is an important part of the water cycle. So let's get to know more about water cycle.
Since we already know what water cycle is, let us now know the process of a water cycle. Step 1 is the evaporation. Evaporation is when the sun heats up the water in rivers or lakes or the ocean and turns it to vapor or steam. The water vapor or steam leaves the river, lake, or ocean and goes into air. Evaporation turns the liquid into gas and rises it to the sky. This water vapor collects in the sky in the form of clouds.
Step 2. Water vapor in the air gets cold and changes back into liquid, forming clouds. This is called condensation. Condensation is very important to our weather and climate because it is responsible for cloud formation. As water vapor in the clouds cools down, it becomes water again.
Step 3. The precipitation. Water falls from the sky in the form of rain, snow, hail, or sleet. Precipitation occurs when so much water has condensed that the air cannot hold it anymore. The clouds get heavy and water falls back to the earth, and like what I have said, it forms rain, hail, sleet, or snow.
There is also extra two process, the transpiration and sublimation. But before I explain what transpiration is, do you think plants sweat? Well, sorts of. People perspire or sweat, and plants transpire. Transpiration is the process by which plants lose water out of their leaves. Transpiration gives evaporation a bit of a hand in getting water vapor back up into the air.
Transpiration is the process by which moisture is carried through plants from roots to small pores on the underside of leaves, where it changes to vapor and is released to the atmosphere. Transpiration is essentially evaporation of water from plant leaves. Transpiration also includes a process called guttation, which is the loss of water in liquid form from the uninjured leaf or stem of the plant, principally through water stomata.
Sublimation. It is possible for a solid to transform into a gas directly. The most common example of sublimation is dry ice, which sublimes at normal air temperature. Under certain conditions, snow and ice can also sublime.
So that's it for the process of water cycle.
What happened to the song that you used to be?
Some trivia about water cycle. Did you know that only about 3% of the water on the earth is fresh water, or water that we can drink? And really old groundwater is called fossil water. Now you know.
And here are some fun facts about rains. Rain occurs on other planets in our solar system, but it is different to the rain we experience here on Earth. For example, rain on Venus is made of sulfuric acid, and due to the intense heat, it evaporates before it reaches the surface.
And did you know that heavy rain can cause flooding and landslides? But trees can sip the heavy rain, so flood and landslide may not.
With their 4 conclude that The water cycle describes the movement of water throughout Earth's surface, atmosphere, and underground.
Water is constantly moving from one place to another through the process of evaporation, precipitation, transpiration, condensation, and runoff.
Water in the water cycle can exist as solid, liquid, and gas.
The water cycle is very important to life on Earth.
Enjoy the rain!
I don't like it. No, I love it. I love it. I don't like it. No, I love it. I love it.